Oh, dang it! I forgot to change. I forgot to switch out my desk. But hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, Ramses. Hopefully, y'all are doing well. I'm pretty good myself. I wanted to experiment with something today, and hopefully, y'all enjoy this little experiment. Because, like, I want to do more in terms of like interacting with with people who are watching the stream. I feel like there is a missed opportunity of me not talking much at all sometimes, and I want to like rectify a lot of that with the viewers at home because like I'm one of the type of people that works better in an environment where I talk to people, and I want to see what I can do to like get that kind of feedback that I know that things are working and not working. I know a lot of times like people say, "F it, just do it," but it's at the same time too. It's like one of those things where it's like if the viewer is not having any fun with it, am I having fun with it? And that's become one of the biggest problems where it's just like I don't know if like people are having fun or not, and I want to incentivize getting more people involved with the stream. So let's see how this works. I have a few toys I bought recently, and I want to just talk a little bit briefly about them really quick, as just in a brief matter, just to not even a brief matter, just like just give me like this might take like an hour and a half ish. Just talk about what like what I like and stuff like that. Something that might be my first impression as I have them in my hand and stuff like that as well. So hopefully y'all will enjoy it. Hopefully we can also make this into like a common thing as well. Because like one of the things I wanted to do down the road was I wanted to like I just want to go through my collection. I just want to go through all my collection of like action figures and stuff like that. I got here. Slop Jittery says, "Hello, for not even bothering you. I have a promotion with your channel. I am going to nuke you. I am going to nuke you out of existence." That work? All right. And then not only that, you are going to be sorry about that. Cause saw somebody was messaging me. But yeah. Yes. Yep. Let me do something here because like I'm the only person here. I need more people to like people don't see this unfortunate message that some bot left me. There you go. I'm leaving that right there. Whatever. Regardless. Um, regardless, I have like I said, I just want to do something more with interaction with this audience and stuff like that. So yeah, well, let's not waste any more time. Let us go to the main screen right here and see if this let's see how this works out. Also, too, I have my Discord open. If anybody wants to join, if anybody in the Discord right now that wants to just shoot the shit out, even if it's not even what we're pretending to talking about, come on in. I want to talk because like I feel lonely sometimes, and like I like doing these streams sometimes feels like though like I feel like I like talking to the void of space sometimes, and like I kind of need companionship because it's like the more I do these by myself, the more I feel like I'm going utterly insane. So yeah, let me also get some music on as well. Hopefully everybody is doing well this evening. Okay. Hopefully that sounds good. All right. First figure on the list I wanted to talk about was I picked up this guy right here from Transformers. His name is Boulder Crash. Not to be confused with a Boulder Dash. That's a different thing altogether. Let me see. Just there you go. There you go. He is a core class figure from this new current Lego Transformers Legacy United. I've had him for a few. I've only had him for today, and yeah, I have quite a way to. So, more. As you can tell, this is all still a work in progress here, so hopefully y'all can bear with me. As you can see here, the figure itself here, your typical. It's a transformer. It looks like a big rock. I commonly call it just rock lords, jokingly, but also lovingly as well, because it feels like they were trying to do it feels like that was one of the inspirations for this figure. So yeah. You can come up, and I believe it's gonna be held by another. So the nearest one I got here is Jazz. Oh, let me handle right here. And it's right here, and hopefully it doesn't tip over from the size of it. No, he's standing pretty. He's standing pretty good with it, but. Sorry, it's just I'm trying to get this thing in a position that will work for everybody. I think this should be good enough. Well, yeah, he's tipping over from the size of it. Yeah, I think this would benefit more from like a leader class figure from holding, and not like a not like a not like a deluxe class here. So yeah. Put Jazz up here again. By the way, Jazz figure is really good. I think it's one of my favorite figures of the whole entire of the movie series 86 stuff. So yeah, the thing can go down like that, but also it has to go like this, so and that can pop up. So I think I like this. Goes around pretty good actually for like a three wheeling road lot. So, let me get this out of the way here. That goes right there. Do that instead. Yeah, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to just snap it in, put that right there. And rotate this like that. And there he is in robot mode. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And, oh, his head should be this. pretty cool for a robot mode. I like that they were able to like you can clearly tell it's still like a rock man, not like a rock man, like rock man. But it looks pretty cool for what it is. This guy right here is kind of like a sword like blaster. So yeah, I like how this guy looks. Like, the figure itself has like a lot of cool like details on it. I do appreciate that they put a lot of these cool details into it, and a lot of the rock details into this figure. And like I said, they're like all these figures with the rock stuff is supposed to be like the main gimmick of this particular line this year. So, I mean, this is pretty good. They did a pretty good job with it. The articulation's pretty good. The only thing I don't like is that this bar they should have done something with this particular bit right here. But because like the articulation, because of like the no not articulation, because of the transformation, they really can't. So this bar has to kind of stay in like that. So it just creates like this awkward thing because like one of the things you're supposed to do is flip the waist flip the waist to around, and that sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't. So this makes you think during maybe the ingenuity phase, whatever phase that they were doing this. This was supposed to flip out. I think this piece was supposed to be a flip out piece. That's something you were supposed to remove in part format. And I guess because of either for safety reasons or just like or budgetary reasons, this just became one solid piece, and that became like that. Unfortunately, just meant that they couldn't do that with the figure. Unfortunately, so I like the colors in it. It's like it has like a really dark, like the colors don't really come out that well because the lighting and stuff like that. But there's like it has like it has like a deep red on it, like not a wine red, but like just another kind of red on it, combined with like just light. Oh my god. Hold on, let me adjust this more. Yeah, you can see from you can see right here that the figure itself it has like kind of the colors on it actually looks really cool. I like the fact that if you look closely right here, you can see like the red, like the deep red come out like lava. Because that's the whole gimmick of these guys. These guys are from a planet called Infernac, which is, if you know your lore about a lot of these things, Infernac was the domain of one of the Inhumanoids, the humanoid of Metlar. So his they would like totally like go into like the whole thing of the Metlar being like metal and rock type of dude. They worked that around with this figure. So really cool that they got these little details. Like rock and molten lava and stuff like that in the figure. Like I said, it makes for an interesting figure. Let's transform him. Detect. Get this out. That out. What am I doing wrong with this transformation? Supposed to put in rush like yeah. Also, another thing I barely noticed right now, it has like different kind of like it has like different like plastic colors on it. So it's really interesting if you pull that off. Where it's like you see like it has like more brown color and all these colors are more reddish, and this is more of a purplish red, and then this is actually a deep red. So it's really interesting all the combination of colors they have on this figure. All using kind of like basic colors for the most part. So really cool, really cool. Let me put it in like this. You guys can see a better view. All right, let's get out another figure. Let's get out this guy right here. Mouse right here. Masters of the Universe, Turtles of Grayskull, the team up line between Masters of the Universe and Ninja Turtles. So I finally found the first of these figures right here, and I found Trapjaw, which you call him now Mauser Jaw because he's now fused with a Mauser. And yeah, I mean he looks cool. Let me take this off. Yeah, because it's just big old and bothersome. So it really cool figure. I like the lights on this guy. Okay, there's things I like about the figure. I like the design that they took a lot of they didn't really redesign much. They give her a new arm. They give her a new arm. They give her a new shoulder, new arm. Like the arms are the same. This Mauser piece can come off, and as you can see, like right here, the Mauser legs are right here on the waist, and you can make him this into like a regular Mauser as well. And then you're left with Trapjaw with this, and you can put the blaster in, which looks fine, but it looks kind of weird because having spent having spent like a couple years now with with Masters of the Universe Origin, it feels kind of weird that it doesn't have like all the accessories it doesn't have like the additional accessories for hands that the other Trapjaw does. And also too like the head, like I said, it just looks kind of like they kind of like I don't know, like they could have done more with the head. I like the fact they at least kept the gimmick of like him using the Mauser head as to keep the Trapjaw gimmick of like the mouth opening and closing like this. This is actually really cool. And also the articulation is just some of the best for these lines. One of the great things you can do with these figures is actually pull them apart. Pull I think the head out, waist as well. So these pieces right here can all come off. So you want to like customize and like rearrange stuff, you can. You have the ability to. Also, what's great too is that you can just remove the arm like this and put a different arm altogether. Which I like. This as well. Which I mean, you can do pretty much. Which, if you really wanted to, you can do some. You can practically just do whatever. You can do this if you wanted to, really quick, to give you like a more like cooler Trapjaw using like the current stuff. Let me get a Trapjaw really quick. For comparison's sake, here is Trapjaw. We're on the same line. Not from the same line. This is from Masters of the Universe Origins, like the main line, if you will. And you can tell, like, there's a lot of borrowed pieces from for the most part. The arm is like one of the more basic Masters of the Universe arms. He had a more unique he had a more unique he had a more unique looking arm, which they should have kept for this one. And also too, like, you can tell, like, that, while some parts were borrowed, some parts were different, some parts are like, you can tell that they did some improvements with it. And you can tell, it's like, another thing you can do is, like, you can do this, but it just looks weird. Looks like, I know they were trying to do, but it just doesn't look as clear as it is. So I would have done. I rather have just done this instead. Give him that. Give him the old hip. Give him the old arm. And then give him. Ah, here it is. You can give him. Let's give him this guy. Let's give him. Let's give him Cronex's Cronex's shoulder, because that's like the closest to, like, Trapjaw. Because that's how Trapjaw was before he became Trapjaw. You know your lore of Masters of the Universe, so you
They're
can
impulsive and unpredictable.
this one like this, and oh, I forgot to give him back his belt.
Unpredictable.
Let me wait till our break is done, and then we'll continue. All right, so now you see here, like, here's a bitter Trapjaw I just made with using a couple of pieces. I think I know why they went with that. I know why they went with the other one, because, well, the other one, like, it's a lot more matching to its color, to the colors of Mauser. This one looks more traditional, and like, they should have done something in addition to this to give them more, like, to make it seem like there's more to the figure itself. God, can you do this? Yes, you can. I'm pretty sure you can do this still. Looks like he's doing something really horrible with the Mauser. I also don't like the fact it's like, this is the best you can do with the feet. You could have done something else, like you could have, like, made them to, like, individual, like, pieces, like individual parts for Trapjaw at least. They'll do this at least, but it looks so weird because, like, you're supposed to rotate the head like this. And this gives you a little bit. This gives you way more of like this arm actually gives you way more movement. What they should have done is they should have kept this arm. They should have, like, given that to you, because I'm like, this gives you way more. Like, this gives you way more movement, and I think if I do this, like how we just are close to actually put the damn thing. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's still more stable. Yeah, why am I not surprised? Why am I not shocked that this is more stable to do this and to have it like that? Well, it's somewhat stable. You still need to get a base at least, but the black and the white looks kind of weird. I can see why they should, like, if they wanted to do this, what they should have done was they should have given him more black. They should have made the Mauser black. They should have made like the pieces black, and like because there's so many other pieces that don't really match with it. They should have made these arm bracers. They should have made them black, or they should have just taken these. They should have taken this arm right here and made it into like a different color. I mean, I could put this on, but it does not match the color on the arm right here. This is more pronounced. This body is more blue, and this is more like a greenish color. So yeah, it just causes a lot of problems. Let me put him back here. So oh, that's I'm preparing something else here. So, yeah, you can see right here with Trapjaw, with the original Trapjaw here, or Origins Trapjaw, which this is not, this is as close as the original we're gonna get. He has the same thing. He has the opening mouth right here. His arm is all cast in black. He has a couple additional arms. He has a blaster, and I believe he has like a hook as well. And one of the cool things here, if you notice, his headpiece right here is of and his headpiece right here is a it has a little loop right there, so you would like be able to like put like a little string on him, and just like and then he just like you can send him into battle with like the string like so. And like what covers most of this figure right here for this figure, like unfortunately, like what the most of the figure is a lot of the build figure pieces for the Roboto slash Metalhead hybrid that they're doing for the figure as well. So you're getting the builder figures like that, and it's just like they could have done something else. They could have given you at least something else with it. And I think $24 is a bridge a little too far for these figures. I think this should have been 20 at most. But I'm like I can't really complain at this point. Really, like I said, there's a lot of cool new ingenuity, but they got very sloppy in its execution for the most part because there's cool things to this figure. There's absolutely cool things. I like the fact that they gave him a new arm. I like the fact that they gave him this new chest. The new head looks really cool. I wish they would have done something more with it. Like I wish they would have like given him a more pearlescent white instead of like giving him like this matte white instead. I think give it like a pearlescent, like a matte pearlescent. If that makes sense, a matte pearlescent. Like just something that doesn't really require much of the something that makes it stand out still. That's like robotic and has like that sheen to it, but still also has like a matte finish to it. They could have done something like that. But instead, they give us this. I will say there's some cool things too about the Mauser. Like the mouth opens like this. Like this is as far as it can go. Do that, and then what I like is it has pivoting legs like this as well. So you can get them in a lot of interesting positions here. So you can have them like walking around. Or not. Have them like this, just standing around here. And yeah, this is supposed to be sticking out like this thing's supposed to be sticking like that. So it looks like this. Yeah. So yeah, this looks absolutely weird. But I mean, I appreciated what they were trying to do. Like the thought was there for something. But the execution could have been a lot better. There's another thing I also brought Masters of the Universe wise. I think you may have seen that you already saw the photo for it already. I'm gonna keep that's why I'm keeping I'm gonna keep the strap jar here. And that is I picked up hopefully okay, another piece fell off. Hopefully it can come out on screen here. I picked up a Stritor. Um Stritor is a steed. It's a robotic steed created by Man at Arms. Usually it's more associated with Fisto more than anything. 'Cause, like you never see like control art with this guy. It's always with Fisto and not anybody else really. Same thing with Strider. Same thing with Night Stalker. His evil equivalent. It's always with Jitsu as well. So we try to like pair like the guys who use like their fists together with the robotic steed. So take them out of the base here because first things first. Let me talk about the base. This base is really cool. As you can see, the base here it looks like a piece of it looks like it's a piece out of something, and it's a piece of Castle Grayskull. So what you can do is if you have Castle Grayskull, like the new Castle Grayskull that you just released, you can snap this, I believe, into the side, and it's like and you can mount it right there with Castle Grayskull, giving you extra stuff to do with Castle Grayskull. And also too, you can do like stuff like he's like with the base on, you can do like stuff like he's galloping about right here. So it gives you a little bit more, gives you more options for posing and stuff like that. So you have something like this going. I don't know if this comes out well on camera or not, because like how the camera is set up. But yeah, you can do something like this, and the head can go like this and stuff like that. Alright, and you can have them do it like it's about this galloping around like that. So that's really cool. So let's put him down here. Yeah, he's a horse. Oh, sorry about that. He is a horse. A robotic horse. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, so he has like an orange tail, blasters in the front, blasters in the back, blasters in the front. His head is multi-segmented, so you can get him in a lot of positions like this. So this is really cool. He comes with like a thing you can put in his mouth right here, and like you can actually have him you can have him. What's him call it? You can have him. What's him call it? It's like you can steer him with it, and I think that's really cool. The headpiece can come off, and you can replace it. This is the one that was used in the original. This was the one that was used originally in the original '80s one. And when they made the series again, Masters of the Universe Classic, they gave him this new head as well, which I think looks really cool. But it depends on your preference. I do like the fact that they actually homaging Masters of the Universe Classics with this new head sculpt for this with the new head sculpt. We're gonna keep it on. Um, has two blasters, as you can see here on the sides. They flip out like this, and let me flip out one. And it comes with three blasters. You can put one of the blasters, or you can drop them. Like I am a big idiot. Do like put one of the blasters like that, so it can be blasting. You can do the same thing with this other one. So you can have something like that. There's a third one which can actually go in like this back here as well. So it's like he's shooting something out of his butt. But a traditionalist like me, I rather just keep the two. I would just rather keep the two like right here. I believe the original one, these were kind of like mounted. These were kind of like mounted as one piece, and yeah, and that's so. Yeah, it looks pretty cool for having with the new with the cool new with the Masters of the Universe Origins head. This looks really cool. As you can tell earlier, one of the things that you can tell that you can move the you can move the hooves and you can move the legs independently. This is another cool thing you can do on a ratcheted joint. Something like this. Let me see something really quick before I continue. Okay, so originally the figure was like this, and the legs were stationary, and the legs were stationary. So, like that. You can keep it so you can give them someone in that original position of like the four legs, or the three legs like this, and the leg right here, and right here on the side right here, like well, giving it like like it's moving and stuff, like giving the illusion that it's like moving and stuff like that. Although it's kind of weird to keep the you do it like this. Ah, there you go. It's because like it feels kind of like it feels kind of like in like there's a little balance right here. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Ah, there you go. Looks somewhat like how it looks. Still, I still feel like there's still kind of weird. Still feels kind of weird like this. So, but yeah, it gives you an idea like what you can do with your articulation and stuff like that. But if you wanted to, if you wanted to honestly stay in all the tiny legs, you can. I think like the best way to have them. It is interesting. It gives you these options of like letting you put the figure um, this, and it fits in figure as so like this. And fit in, fit in. There you go. It's kind of weird. He looks like he's just lounging like this. If you have so, you kind of have to adjust him so he can be like this. And there you go. Put it up a little bit. But yeah, this is Stridor with like that's a good figure. I found them at Ross for like $6, so it's like it's really cool to have something like this hefty for that price. I am glad I picked this up. Oh, another great thing I like is that the that stickers were already applied already. One of the things that the original these stickers right here would not be would be like you had to put it on. So it's really cool that they actually like tampo stamped it and gave you all the things here on the console as well, like there in the front. So really cool figure. And like I said, it's a really cool steed, and it's really well. But, man, this. And do I have it? Do I have it? Yes or no? I don't think so. That's just good enough as this is gonna get. So, yeah. And not that, but yeah. There you go. This is Strider, and that's Master of the Universe Origins and Pearls of Greystone. Let's see. Who else do we got? Well, let's talk about this guy then. If you know me at this point, you know I love my Saint Seiya, and I picked up a Saint Seiya figure recently. Saint Seiya manga. You can tell because it has an all white leotard, and his cloth is like more primarily blue than it is like silver in the actual anime. Um, to naked eye, this may look like this looks like a myth cloth, but in reality, it isn't. This is actually a third party. This is actually something done by. Are you gonna work again? Yes or no? Come on, work with me. Work with me here. There you go. Thank you. Gotta switch position here. Hopefully, this doing it like this was a little better. Actually, should have done this from the very beginning. I should have kept it up here. It's a little closer to. I should have kept it, but whatever. So, as you can tell, like if you've seen any if you've been around me for any amount of time, you may think this is a myth clock, which is fine. It's good. That's good that you think about it. But it's not. This is not a. Absolutely, this is not a myth cloth. This is a People like to call it a bootleg, but it really isn't, because a bootleg would mean that they took something and they took it a design and they just made and they just took it up. They just took original design that was already made and made like a lower quality version of it. But that's not the case with this figure. That's not the case at all, because with so just like Transformers, there's a huge market nowadays for like third party Transformers, and now we're seeing like the rise of these third party Saint Seiya figures. Tackling characters from series and like versions of the characters that Bandai would not ever touch. Even though they did touch this recently with they did make a manga version, but the manga version was only exclusive to to a to Tamashi Nation, um not display, but it was like the presentation, not presentation either. It was just it was just like something to show off like the new stuff. It was like not really an expo or anything. I don't know why sometimes like it's like all the bad luck is just hitting me right now. Hold on, let me do something here. There you go. So yeah, as you can tell, like there is still some things they need to do with the shoulders and stuff like that to give it more of a. They could have just a little bit more in some of the areas here for it. Like I said, like this figure is really interesting because like it's using a lot of that same ingenuity, like a Mythbot, but it's doing a lot, but doing more with less, if that makes sense. So let me check it out. And there goes Gary. All right. So side like this. So he does. You can do a lot more. You can do a lot. You can do a lot with the figure. Um, Comes with a couple of faceplates, as you can see here. Here's some of the screaming head right here. Here's him kind of like mildly. Here's him a little bit more serious. Here's him with his eyes closed. And here's him kind of like looking to the side, but also with his teeth clenched as well. Figure. Yep. He comes with several pairs of hands. Comes with two kind of like gripping hands. Two open right hands. Two of them that you got right here is kind of like doing like the beginning of his Texas Radio Satan. Two clenched fists and two bare fists. So you get all of this packet, which if you bought the one if you bought the one the one that Bandai made, it only gave you I think two heads. They gave you two face like plus it is removable. It is made out of like metal. So. You can see that one of the biggest problems with this figure is that it's not really as polished just yet as like it's good for the price. Like it's good for the price. Break. Just put a sound on my end. Alright, so let's continue disassembling the figure. This goes out like this. It comes out like this. This part right here comes off. This part with shoulders. And we may be done, but we're not. Okay. Oof. I gotta send that down later. Okay. I always do that with this figure. I want to adjust it on this. But... So, one of the things you notice is like you can take off the cloth, but we also need to take out the head as well, so you can put the other piece of it. So you can this piece. Actually, you can just remove the head. Like that. Make things easier. You can give them the other face plates like this. So you can do so you have somewhat of a you have a lot of options with your display. Another interesting but frustrating thing about this figure is you can apply another head on, or rather another hairpiece. See, this is the actual headpiece right here. Once it's all disassembled and stuff like that. This is actually kind of what is this is supposed to come in like flushed. This will actually I want to say like for example, this is how you're supposed to slip in. And then slip in like that easily. This head this thing right here needs a little bit more work with sanding and stuff like that. Maybe I sand it down just a bit in private. Maybe this might fit in better. But regardless, I found doing what the next tends to work 9 times out of 10. In that, doing that does not work. And what this was supposed to do is because you can't do this head. Or maybe you can. Maybe I'm a fucking idiot and they gave me this other head just to spite me. But yeah. You can actually, yeah, you have the option of displaying you have the option of displaying without the tiara and with the tiara on. So this is really cool. So this is like you can have like a Seiya, a bulk Seiya like this without any armor on. And yeah, it's really cool and really interesting that they give you have this option to display him on. His feet are made out of die-cast metal. It's really cool. They're removable, but yeah. Let's see. So you have that. What else? What else is like die-cast I can show? This is die-cast. This is not. But what's interesting is they can take these two parts and it gives you like the belt option. So you can make the belt by just slip in both of these pieces. And slip in both of these pieces and this. She gave you the belt, and it has a notch right here on the right here that puts it in place when you put it in place, which is something that later myth plots have abandoned. But it's interesting that this still has these like connector points for like the back piece and for the base piece as well. You notice something if you're an avid collector of Saint Seiya figures, especially of the myth plot. I don't have anything to put it in an object. I can't put this in like how it's supposed to look like in its object, which looks like it looks like a Pegasus. Unfortunately, because of the ingenuity involved, because that's one of the things they had to kind of take away. One of the things either because maybe that's one of the things I think Bandai would go after in terms of like copyright. Would be to keep things in would have like an object for line figures. So, what I think what they're probably do to circumvent that is they don't give you the option they don't give you the option of putting the figures in an object. So it's either you keep these loose like this, or you put it on the cloth and that's it. So yeah, I mean the figure is great. It like I can tell like there's still some work to be done. Like I kind of wish that they gave you a little bit more to work with in terms of like what the figure can do, because like I like the idea they were trying to do with the shoulder pads. I think these were kind of a good idea at the time, ingenuity wise. But I think they could have done so much better. And the knee part right here, I feel like because it's still using the same it's still using the original kind of like method of putting on the cloth, putting these on instead of having some sort of thing to support it. It kind of like these things just kind of like dangle in, and kind of like held in by friction, and this causes it causes a lot of issues where you're gonna you'll have the figure, you'll leave it on there, but like you're not sure 100% if it's down there. And I don't know if these things aren't there even. Yeah. So sometimes you'll have something like this, and it'll stay on tight. But I think with this one's the one that's kind of defective. Well, see, it's playing nice now, but like later, but sometimes if you like one errant thing and this thing just pops off like that easily. So you have like a lot of issues like that. So there's still a lot of like weird there's still a lot of QA issues with it.
Also, too, like you saw me struggle earlier because like when I had to figure out like this, you can tell like there's a piece right here because like you should be able to in theory do this with the figure, but because like there's like a lot of excess paint, there's a lot of excess That's fine. You can slap that back in. Maybe not. Maybe you're not supposed to put it like that. Even from like how that was supposed to be like that. I guess this guy is just one of the outliers, then I guess. Regardless, like like it was, you're supposed to have like your figure like you're supposed to have like at least some sort of more rotation like that. And it's pretty good. Like, it has like it has the ball, it has double jointed legs. It has double jointed legs. Like it has a pivot. It also can go like this as well. It has pivoting waist. You can do this. You can do the splits. The waist is iffy at times, but it can move. So let me tell you guys why I think this is really cool. Other than the fact that even though I'm like kind of complaining, the thing is that the figure I was talking to you guys about earlier, the one that was officially released by Bandai, that was a show exclusive, and it was only it's right now currently being sold in the aftermarket for $200+, and I don't see myself paying $200+. This is the best alternative. These third-party ones are my best alternative because one, they're they're not low-quality bootlegs. These are like originally engineered by like fans, like how they did a lot of the Transformers stuff that we've seen over the years. Also. And it's really cool that has a lot of ingenuity behind it. And even though the ingenuity is questionable, I think there's a lot of cool things. There's a lot of cool things, especially if you're trying to look for a Saint Seiya toy. That's an affordable alternative to like what's available right now. These are really good to get. These are really good, and I think they're either well worth your time and money to get. But the problem is like you need to like, I wouldn't say be careful, but I do like kind of see like where a lot of these problems lie with these figures are like. Okay, maybe they could have done a little bit more time. They could have had a little more time to cook and have a little more time to better engineer things. But for the amount I paid, and for it to not to feel like a bootleg, it feels really good. I think this is one of the better things I've brought over the last couple of weeks with this figure. They've already released more of this type of figure. They already released Shiryu, and I believe Hyoga is up next, which should on the way as well in this original manga style. So I wouldn't be surprised if down the road they're gonna do Iki as well. So I wouldn't mind getting a lot of these like original V1 plots or these original like manga colored ones. On one hand, I wish I could put these in the object form to have them on display. But the other, like, I'm not gonna have them on display like that. I think, like, most likely, I'm gonna have them like their armors like already displayed, already either in display or like they're gonna be in storage with like other pieces already apart like this. So, yeah, that wraps it up for right now for like all the hauls I've been getting. Why don't we take a break here? I think once I can put away a lot of this stuff, and then we can get started with our build stream. So I'll be back in a few minutes.
Great pulverizing punches! Fist-fighting superheroes are here. Batman, Robin, Superman, Spider-Man, Captain America, and Lizard. You control their power-packed punches. You get dynamic double action with the fearless flying fists of fist-fighting superheroes from Palitoy.
I don't want to grow up. I'm Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. Jeffrey, I want something new to love.
There's so much to love at Toys R Us, like the Flower Kids from Blue Box, only $14.97 each. We got the whole bunch. Commonwealth Sunburst Pets, just $22.87 each, with burst announcements.
Aww.
And just $17.97 for Sanrio's Hello Kitty Playland.
More games, more toys. Oh boy! I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
The Rancor monster's hungry again. Let's feed him. Don't do it. Luke Skywalker, Gamorrean Guard, new Rancor Monster and Rancor Keeper action figures, each sold separately.
You'll regret this. Wait till he gets his claws into a Jedi Knight. Whoa, some jaws. This is my only chance. He's wounded. We better get in there. You'll never get out alive, Gamorrean Guard.
New Rancor Monster, action figures, each sold separately, from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
Call it Master Power. Now, some guys got it, some guys don't. He-Man's got it, Grayskull Castle. But keeping it is a powerful hassle. Skeletor wants the castle too, with jawbridge, lasers, trapdoor. Shoot, wouldn't you? Maybe he'll get it, maybe he won't. It's Master Power. Now, some guys got it, some guys don't. Castle Grayskull from the Masters of the Universe collection. You put it together. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel. Got it?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, heroes in a half shell. They learn the ninja art from the master the rat, and now these four green guys can really kick back.
The Shredder, sworn enemy of the Turtles.
It feels so good to be so bad.
With his henchmen, the dreaded Foot Soldiers, the mutants Bebop and Rocksteady.
What do I do with them? Destroy them!
All one turtle soup.
Ninja Turtle.
From Playmates.
Now you can enter the world of DC Comics superheroes.
My super strength will stop your power punch, Lex Luthor. But it can't stop Mr. Freeze and the Kryptonite Ring. But Robin shuts things down aside.
Not even Penguin can defeat the powers of the superheroes. Action figures each sold separately from Sharon Toys. And now you can bring all the action of Batman home with the Batmobile, action figures, and more. Each item sold separately from Sharon Toy.
Cobra Rage is on the loose. It's a monster machine that's 6 guns strong. Rage has landmines and a battering ram.
Look out, Sarge!
And there's the Overlord, the evil new Cobra leader in the Dictator tank. And when it splits in two, it's twice as vicious. But are the Rage and Dictator tough enough to beat G.I. Joe? A real American hero! It's G.I. Joe now! Cobra Dictator tank comes with Overlord, Cobra Rage sold separately. Now collect Joe and Cobra Command rings, free in special packages.
Just when you thought Earth was safe. Shadow Force is back with Shadow Raider, their new mechanized menace. All-terrain tread, hidden cargo driver, and a weapon system that'll blast anything out of its path. Almost anything. Starcom's Harv 7 can stop it. Half battle tank, half transport. Harv 7 can pick it up and move it out. The Shadow Raider and Starcom Harv 7 don't even need batteries fitted, and vehicles each sold separately.
Nothing can stop Cobra. What about G.I. Joe?
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero.
Cobra's escaping! He's got our motorcycle. Call in G.I. Joe. We'll catch him in the Jeep. Look out, Cobra. Here comes Joe.
Each sold separately.
Not so fast, Joe. Oh, no, it's a trap. It's not easy to catch Cobra.
G.I. Joe and Cobra the Enemy, each sold separately from Hasbro.
Mechanics, armor up, War Machine.
That's Particle Beam! Attach front battle computer module. My brain blast will make scrap nuts of you! Not in this lifetime, MODOK! With my rings I rule the land and sea! Just undersea dome. I'm here to make waves, Mandarin.
Iron Man, War Machine, Hydro Armor, Iron Man, and action figures, each sold separately.
New from the Masters of the Universe collection.
Chin up, Battle Bones!
The collector case that carries more than warriors, more than weapons. Your parents put it together.
Battle!
Battle Bones can also help you carry on the struggle. The struggle for...
all the power in the universe!
He-Man. The Battle Bones collector carry case, new from Mattel. Each toy sold separately.
Recruit! Levanus and his Neo-Sapien E-frames are attacking! Sergeant Jack Owen, armor canopy down! Get into action along with me, Wolbronsky! I'm gonna give him a taste of my Gatling gun missile launcher and grappling hook! That'll soften him up for Napier with his fusion cluster missiles and exo flamethrower! We even got backup! He's mad, he's blasting away! They're turning tail and heading home! Outgunned and outclassed again! Kid, you can fly with me anytime! You definitely belong in Exo Squad!
地上最強のエキスパートチーム G.I. ジョー登場。秘密組織コブラが君を狙っている。 G.I. ジョー。地球の平和をかけて G.I. ジョーは立ち上がった。 SF アドベンチャーヒーロー、その名は G.I. ジョー。
RX78 ガンダム、恐怖のビグザム、赤い彗星シャア・ザク、バンダイのプラモデル機動戦士ガンダム。
Watch while I tell you of an ancient war. On the side of evil, Hellespont, ruler of the Daemonites. Against them, the Wildcats, the Cherubim Spark and their cybernetic leader, massive crossbreed Maul. Metamorphing Warblade, Master Marksman Grifter, Fierce Warrior Zealot. Will they succeed and defeat Hellespont? We're out of here. Wildcats from Playmates.
Here's a glove just for you, my Toys R Us kid. I'll show you how to field and hit like I did. Can't wait to grow up with my brand new Toys R Us kid.
Toys R Us. You'll never outgrow us.
Captain's Log, Star Trek, the next generation interactive video board game.
Who is moving now? Tell me who.
Your mission to save the Enterprise from Klingon warrior Klavok. Star Trek, the last frontier in video board games.
Koji está preocupado. 3 nuevos robots quieren destruir a Massinger. Gremlin C3, Belgas P5 y Brutus M3. Cuidado, Massinger. Puños atómicos. Este capítulo continúa en tus manos con los muñecos articulados de Playful. Enemigos de Massinger está Helbros J3, famoso por su garra destructora y su poder de vuelo. Pero Massinger ya tiene su Scrander para enfrentarlo en el aire. Chicos, llegaron Helbros J3 y Massinger con su equipo de vuelo. Y también el Scrander y el lanzador para equipar a tu Massinger. Está listo para entrar en acción. Es Afrodita. Con su energía y agilidad, con su sistema de misiles, viene a ayudar a Massinger, que es acosado por Helbros J3. Helbros con lanzador, Massinger con su Scrander y el nuevo robot Afrodita con su reserva de misiles completan tu colección de la línea Playful.
Did you hear there's a new Sailor V video game out? I saw it on TV.
Lord Vader, the battle station plans are not aboard this ship.
Oh, yeah.
And no transmissions were made.
How can that be? My mom finds out, she'll ground me and cut my allowance.
An escape pod was jettisoned during the fighting, but no life forms were aboard.
I can't believe this. What am I going to do? We can get ice cream.
Yes, sir.
ジオン脅威のメカニズム。続々と開発されるモビルスーツ。パーフェクトコレクションバンダイのプラモデル機動戦士ガンダム。
And welcome back, everybody. Let us continue on with our build stream, our building segment of this hobby stream here. So let us bring back the music on. Let us get our tools. All right. Yeah, I forgot to even log into. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. $800, $600, $400, $12, $15,000. Warlock Aegis. Usually, I like opening my pieces on screen because I don't know. I just find it interesting like that. A runner. C. D. E. Yeah. This is part of it. Alright, let's see right here. What do my instructions say about this guy? F and D. Whoa! F3? Me 9 and 10. Alright, so it's these horns right here. 8, 7, and 8. Plus being built, we are working on the we're working on the SD Heroes Warlock Aegis Gundam. Hopefully you're doing well, Techno. Hopefully you are doing very well this evening. So it's this one right here. B runner 7 and 8. No, 5 and 8. You see the audio is open? I was not gonna jump in without checking. Yeah, sure. Jump in if you want. Yeah, the idea was just like I wanted to get more people in, just have a little bit more activity. But if you like, if you're busy and stuff like that, that's fine too. But hey, General Techno, what's up, my good man? Oh yeah. Like I was saying, like I was. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I was testing out something earlier where like, cause like I was showing off my hauls as of late that what I picked up. Okay, so I finally picked up I finally picked up my first Turtle of Grayskull figure. I picked up the Trapjaw Mauser hybrid. The Mauser. Okay, you want the 5-set review? Okay, it's a good figure, but buy the regular Origins one. Oh yeah, and like they're doing some great stuff. I just feel like with this particular line, like I felt like okay. The reason why I say that is because I felt like they kind of skipped out on a lot of it because the Build-A-Figure is going to be because they put in a lot of the parts for the Build-A-Figure, and they just overstuffed it with that stuff. I'm like, you could have given me one more extra accessory, just one. That's all I asked. Just one more accessory. Considering the fact that like the Origins one is just packed to the gills with accessories and stuff like that. That's why I'm like, you could have done so much with it. But oh well. For the very first thing of it, I'm really happy about it. I finally picked up Space from Legacy. Oh my god, Boulder Crash. I finally picked up Boulder Crash. Yeah, I really like him. And the other day, I went to a really not bad, but a really interesting pool of like third party toys. And I found out there's a growing market for third-party Saint Seiya toys. And oh yeah, and I finally picked up one of the figures, which is it's an interesting story about it. They did a manga version of one of the characters, actually the main character Seiya, and what they did was like it came out around the same time. Ironically, it came out around the same time that Bandai was releasing theirs. So it was one of those things where it's like, this was well in production beforehand. Because the photos had already been leaked that they were gonna be doing that. It's just one of the things where it's like by the time it finally got released, I was like, oh shit, we already released ours. But what's interesting is like it's doing the thing that like what Transformers used to do, and this is something I talked to the Saint Seiya fans about, because a lot of the Saint Seiya fans don't know about third party stuff. And they always label these as bootleg, and I'm like, no, these are not bootleg at all. If these were bootleg, they'd be the exact same damn thing that Bandai would be selling you, but at a lower quality. This is all originally like designed and originally like originally engineered. So there's stuff that distinguishes it from the real thing. Yeah. So it was interesting that I had to kind of explain that to a lot of them. They're like, "Oh, okay, I see what's going on here." And what's great is that the focus on what a lot of these third parties are doing is that they know Bandai is not going to touch any other accelerated character, or a particular version of character, especially like the comic book versions. So they are capitalizing on that a lot. Like a lot of what these third parties are capitalizing on the spin-off stuff, and also capitalizing on on the comic book, which I think is a good idea, because I think there is a market, because I brought the figure knowing very well that the figure was going to be brought for the intention of having it be something from the comic book and not something from the main series. So that's why I brought it, and I like. There's still some kinks to be had, but for the amount I paid after everything, even after shipping, I'm not disappointed, because like those regular Saint Seiya toys are $200 each, American. I don't want to know how much they are in Canadian, and this one cost me $35 American with shipping. Yeah, so like they I don't know what kind of wizardry they did. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing where it's like they give you the toy, a lot of it has metal pieces, and it like the only thing it doesn't have is it can't transform into its object form, which is like you put everything, the armor can put itself into like an object to look like the star it's representing, but it can't do that. But I'm willing to, for the price I paid. Fine, I'm willing to take that hit for that. Like, that's understandable. That's a very understandable thing to sacrifice. Also, too, I think that there's a copyright. I think there's also a copyright with that, where it's like if Bandai found out they were doing that, look, they're done. They're done for it. So that's why they can charge $200 for the same damn thing, which makes me very wary a lot of times. But yeah, I I had to literally give him a breakdown. I said that's already happening right now in the Saint Seiya fandom, again, it's the same thing. Some guy's gonna make one version of a character, and they're gonna be like, no, this is like the definitive version of the character because they did X, Y, and Z. But then you got the ZYX did this better, and you're the one that's wrong. You're always gonna be wrong because of that. Oh no! Here's it's already happening on the unofficial side. And when I told them this, they almost everyone started laughing because like, oh my god, I cannot believe that this is happening without them knowing. Like they're totally oblivious to what the Transformers fans are doing, and the Saint Seiya fans are totally oblivious, and the Saint Seiya fans are totally oblivious to what the Transformers fans are doing, and yet they're doing the same thing. That's that is the most hilarious thing. It's like, oh, this is all happening like this, like exactly like what's going on, and like I said, like now they have like you said, like there's multiple companies doing a lot of these things, and there's already camps like people already like, oh yeah, I want this instead of I want XYZ company to make this already. I'm like, okay, cool. And it's like, no, this was already my definitive version. I'm staying with this one, hell or high water. I'm like, okay, you. I'm like, oh, look, I'm open to anything as long as it's affordable. That's my part. How about you? Like, how goes everything else? I saw the unboxing. I saw you do the Genshin stuff last night. Yeah, you know. What you picked up? What you picked up the fire team, his fire team, a third party Soundwave, and the. Mm-hmm. Yikes. Yeah. My God, I remember seeing that figure. You can walk 10 feet without hitting one of those figures at one point. That's why, like, when I saw the sticker, like, oh God, I have vivid memories of. Like, I used to work next to a. I used to work next to a KB Toys, and this was like in 2000, and I still saw those figures there in 2000. But then again, yeah. Also, too, we also, like me and the guys who worked there. We used to run a racket with the guys over at. We used to run a racket with the guys over at my store, and we used to run a racket with the guys over at GameStop, and we all kind of had like a secret thing going where it's like we'll hook each other with discounts. Like they hooked me up with the toys. They hooked me up. One guy would hook me up with the toys. The other one hooked me up with some games. Like no, I'll put the TV aside for you, man. Don't get it anywhere else. We kind of had like a. So yeah, no. Yeah, pretty much. The whole halcyon days of working in a mall and just knowing all the collectors. Like you just kind of like do that silent nod, like you know each other. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just. But yeah, no, that's you missed it on that though, at the beginning of the stream. Then I started working on this, and like the plan was when I did these streams, I would have the line on just in case anybody wanted to come on. But I realized when I got started working on this, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to turn this thing on. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what that. But like I know what you mean because like usually the like you've been here enough times to know it's like I'll be like talking. I'll be like 20, 30 minutes talking, and just complete silence. I'm like, and then somebody will be like, "Are you supposed to be talking?" Like, blah blah blah. And there was an incident. There was a not uncolored incident. Like there was a time when I was doing this. I was participating with other streamers. Kind of like this Castlevania's challenge. We were playing all the old Castlevania games, and great experience. I had so much fun doing it, but it was fun because it was like they like we kind of like we all kind of like cuddled into each other. And we all kind of like learned from each other's experiences, and we all kind of like learned how to like because a lot of games are like, wow, I can't believe we actually learned how to play this game now. There's one game in particular that wow, there's a rather infamous game in that challenge that we played. And that's become an urban legend to all of us. And speaking of that game, it was a game called Vampire. It was called Haunted Castle. It was the arcade version of Castlevania, and one the flyer that they sent out to like retail to send out to like to arcade owners is the most hilarious thing ever. It's like the most low rent Dracula and Dracula looks like he's just howling at the moon. The guy just brought the costume and the guy just brought the costume like last minute at the store. But then too, the game is so weird because it's like they only give you 3 continues in the game. You can only do enemies spawn in ungodly things, ungodly places, and they can easily gang up on you and get you killed in a lot of places. And but there's an inherent like it's in its weirdness of the game itself. There's a charm to it. There's like an inherent charm which I cannot like describe unless you like sat down and did all and sat down with like in that group and we all played at the same time and kind of came to that same conclusion like this game is crap, but it's a fun kind of crap. But so getting back to the point. The point was I was recording like I had all these recordings because like that's proof of like okay I did this legit. I didn't like cheat at it. I didn't like I didn't like do anything. And I got it done. I beat the game. I beat everything legit. Everything is on the up and up, and we're all good. We all celebrate. And then I start practicing another game there. Like, oh yeah, I got enough time to actually do like other stuff now. Like I can start learning other games while I'm here. And a friend of mine comes in, and he's all like, "Hey, are you talking?" And like, and it's just that sinking feeling where it's like, "Oh no, oh no, I've been muted since not just muted for half an hour. This means I've been muted for like 90 minutes." Yeah, and so like if you look at the VOD and you see that particular thing of me playing that game, if it's in complete silence, it was because yeah, I did not realize I was muted up until until that moment. Finally, see one. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's yeah. Oh yeah, no, I see Maximilian sometimes, and he'll have that issue. I'm like, well, not muted, but he'll have like technical flubs, and that's why it's like, look, it happens to everybody. But I think why it's more like why it's more hilarious to someone like me is that it's when a friend pointed out for you. And it's like when your friend finally points out something, it's like you had your pants on backwards all this time, right? And like after doing all it, after doing so many other things, I'm like, I just can't help but like laugh at it. As a matter of fact, you see the clip, it is me just laughing like a maniac because I was like, oh my god, I can't believe. Mm-hmm. 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 No. Sorry, I'm trying to look through the runners here. See. So you're doing the painting right now. You're flat. How is that going? Yeah. You. Yeah, like I know what you mean when I started doing podcasting proper. Like those initial podcasts that I used to do were just rough, and now that I look back at it, it's like I just part of me's like I wanna go back and just re-record a lot of it. So hey, Professor Doc, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing well, Professor Doc. Hopefully you're doing well. Sorry, someone's in the chat. So yeah, no, yeah. So yeah, I got General Techno here on the line, but hopefully you're doing well, Professor Doc. Hi. This goes in this, and this goes in. Doing well? Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. We got a party line going here on the Discord if you would like to join us. Or if you know anybody that would like to join as well. I don't want to fill up with too many. I don't want to fill up too much, but I do want to I just I want people to keep me company, please. I don't want to be doing this alone. I'm gonna die here by myself. I don't want that horrible feeling. But no, yeah, that's good that you're doing good, Doc. Take a little break from Like a Dragon. Oh, which are you playing? Are you playing Infinite Wealth? Or are you playing the Man Without a Name? Man who erased his name. This is gonna be one of those weird ones. Got caught up in the. They do that. They do this. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Well, unless you're interested in knowing, because they do sort of a Pokemon-ish quest in the game. Well, that's how. But it's like, oh god, they actually brought that. They actually brought that back for Infinite Wealth. Oh god. I think it's true. That's more of a Dragon Quest thing they were actually aping, not really a Pokemon thing. But yeah. Not just that. It's like, if you know the story about if you know the backstory of the game itself, and that Ichiban was incarcerated for so many years, and to spend time in jail, he spent playing the legally non-discreet Dragon Quest games. And by the time he got out of jail, he poor guy because he had to look at the same four walls for so many years. And also too, him spending all his free time playing Dragon Quest, his brain is just he thinks everything's Dragon Quest now. Yeah, true. But it's always hilarious when he finds a bat and he thinks it's goddamn Excalibur. Which is that happens. He finds a bat. Oh my god, it is Excalibur. And then another funny thing is you have because the game is actually a JRPG. When they got rid of the more linear action. It's now more like an RPG. And one of the things I like is that everybody has a class. Everybody has a class. Everybody, you can change classes, and it's it affects not just the way you fight, but also the way you look as well. So I think the reason why I find that, so that's why I find that hilarious. Is if I'm stuck playing Dragon Quest for most of the time in the Clink, of course everything's gonna look like Dragon Quest. this. Here's the A runner. Got A runner right there. Yeah, I know that feeling. So I know that feeling too. I just like, yeah, like this wasn't my first rodeo doing a podcast, but I was like, oh man, the days of doing it like you doing it like this. Now it's like, oh, I can just easily just do this now, and like I usually just I'll let you know a secret that like the podcasts are like the most easiest things for me to edit. Because I already do as I already have like a foolproof way of like doing things all through thanks to like plugins. But the days when I used to struggle with it all the time, it's like, God, I miss those days. But at the same time, I don't. Oh yeah, like like I mean, you saw a lot of like how the you saw the spaghetti was being made in when you were on our show. Like, yeah, so it's like you saw firsthand. It's like, oh yeah, like you saw firsthand. Like, oh yeah, that's definitely how we just that actually takes away like 90 to 100% of like the biggest problems right there. So we have that. But before it was like, okay, we had to do this, we had to do that, we had to find ways to do different things. And now it's like, no, just do this and that's it. That takes away like 90% of all the headaches that we have doing podcasting. That's just now, and the thing is also too, like I trust my guests, I trust my co-host for us not to like say anything that would get us in trouble. So that's why it's like, look, with the very little editing is really needed, and so I con Dios. But I'm pretty sure too with like painting as well. I'm pretty sure there's been since there's been more advent of like different like tools over the years that make your job a lot easier as well. Yeah. No, I know a lot of friends who actually brought that. As a matter of fact, I brought recently one of those types of tablets, the ones where you look up and like draw on it, because I'll tell you. Oh, by the way, Doc, yes, the phone the call is open if you wish to join. But because like I watched a video. I can't believe I'm talking about this. Um, I saw a video by PewDiePie. He did a 100-day challenge, began drawing, and then and then he nailed it in 100 days, and I'm like, if he can do it in 100 days, if he can do all that stuff in 100 days, what can I what can I do what can I do in that same amount of time too? So I put a challenge up to myself. I'm like, I'm gonna spend at least one day. I'm gonna spend an hour a day drawing, and that's it. Just spend that day drawing. Well, not day drawing, but I spend 1 hour a day learning how to draw. Like and not just like draw like anime stuff. Like I want to learn the fundamentals. I want to sit down and like learn how my shapes, my like shading. I want all that stuff because I think that I think it's a valuable tool to learn that as much as you like learn how to like do other stuff as well. So I want to. So my goal for this year is to just learn how to draw, and I think and that's how I want to do it. Yeah, but no, you're more than welcome to join. You're more than welcome to join, Doc, if you really want to. Because uh, hey, how's it going, Doc? How you doing? Sorry, it's just like when you're on streamer mode, I don't hear anything. No, no. If I like, look, unless there's something noted otherwise, like for example, like if I say like if there's something that says right there like I'm doing XYZ with with these people, please don't join. Then then that's fine. But since I had it open for the intent of actually having people come in, so like don't worry. No, that's no. Please, you're more than welcome to. And like I said, it's just like I said, like I just like I don't like I like having company. Like I'm one of those types of people that I'm active, but I'm also like I like hearing other people talk about what the interest as well. And that was the idea of like why I wanted to why I had it on. This why was I gonna put it right there? Yeah, Doc, how are you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here. Like some days I'm like, but the thing is too, like I put myself on a hard schedule, especially with the Cosmocast, because like now it's like the whole world's expecting me to do something. Like, cause like now the entire fandom's like looking at like everything I do now, and they're like, oh shit, like Ramsey have to like put up something, and it's like, oh shit, I have to put this up before like midnight on it, so like people can get it up by Monday. So. Mhm. You can breathe a little bit. Move on four. Or like something you can like do like your dailies and be done with it for the rest of the rest of the time. Like how I am with how I am with how I am right now with how like some people are with like Final Fantasy 14 or like how I am with Fortnite, where it's like, okay, do my daily thing for Fortnite and then like don't think twice about it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's what Star Rail. It gives you like it gives you like well it gives you more options to do stuff like it gives you more time to go autopilot. It doesn't it doesn't give you the flexibility as say Genshin. Whereas like Genshin is a little bit more like it's more it requires more of more of your active like brain to do things. That's fine. Mm. That's not a bad and that's not a bad thing, especially for a game like that. This. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. But no, like that's a bad idea. I think like once you start making everything into like content, then you don't like then you have time to then you don't have time to really enjoy things. That's why I stopped. That's why I stopped cold turkey when I like streamed because like when I was streaming, I felt like everything I had to do, everything I brought, everything that I did, I had to stream it. And I realized that's not I you don't have to do everything on stream. It's great if you can do things on stream, but not everything should be streamed. You know, like to have time to have time to enjoy everything, to have time to enjoy everything, and then maybe like if you're gonna play it on stream, do like the new game plus or have like another run where you know what you're doing. Ah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and not just that too. And that's what inspired me to do, that's why you inspired me to do the thing I did earlier, experimenting with doing something kind of similar here on stream earlier, like not opening up the toys because I already had them open, but just having it in my hand and just being like, okay, let's dissect this thing and see let's go into its innards and like learn a little bit more as like learn like okay what makes this toy tick, why did you feel the way that you did with the figure, like because like it's like I think that like when I like as I said when I brought the like as I said like when I brought that I brought that mouse that the Trapjaw Mauser, and I thought it was a fine figure like in terms of aesthetic. But I even when I opened it, I was like, something's not right about this. And the more time I had it in my hand on with a camera put in front of it, and me battling on and on, the thing started making more and more sense. And then I was like, yeah, no wonder you're not a big fan of this because and then it doesn't help too. It's like, oh, I can just get the other one out of like, oh, there's the other one. There's the other shoe right there. There's the other shoe. There's the better looking shoe right there. So it leads to those kinds of moments too. It's like the realization of something, and also saying things out loud also helps a lot of times too, like process your thoughts better. Like I said too, with the Seiya figure, I have my complaints. I think what they should have done with the figure like itself, but they should have had like at least a couple more passes with the ingenuity. And like during the ingenuity during like the design phase to do some things differently, and I think if they would have done those things differently, it would have been a better figure. But for the amount I paid compared to like the amount I would have paid if I brought like an official one, I'm not complaining. But at the same time too, it's like as I'm saying things out loud, I'm like, oh, we could have done this differently, or oh, I could have. And I actually discovered something. From the figure that I didn't know it can do. As I was fooling around with it on stream. So the figure has it's a weird way how its head works. It's on a peg, and you can take off everything on the head and gives you like a different configuration. And I didn't, and for the longest time, it came with two back pieces for his back hair. And I thought I needed to put this back piece with the one that's not without his helmet. And that's how you're supposed to leave it in. And I found out, and I used to struggle so much. And I was like, well, technically, I was almost subconsciously, like, no, this is not gonna work. And I slipped on the regular head with the helmetless head. I'm like, son of a bitch, son of a. It was one of the ones like I could have just done this from the very beginning, huh? Okay. So. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or we find out yeah. I get what you mean, because like sometimes what I like was like with the new Witcher Mercury model kits. I love how they do a lot of ingenuity, especially with like the legs. And the way they made the legs and those figures is so good. Like Bandai hit it out of the park with their ingenuity, with with the designing. And when I was building it, I was at awe with that. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually building this. As I was. Yeah, no. Yeah, trust me when I say this. Like, if you're gonna like the Which One Mercury kits, like you're gonna be spoiled for like the way that they're handled, because the way they made them is just so amazing. And like I said, when I had it in my hand and as I was building it, I was like, oh my god, this is actually really good. I was having so much fun building them, because they're not just because of like I like the series and stuff. Like, no, it was like ingenuity wise, I was just blown away by what they were doing here. So, well, you're talking to one of them right now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. And like I think I told you, like I pre-ordered, like I already had pre-ordered the ones from Rise of the Beast, and now like I really want them, like I really want my Mirage so bad after seeing your stream. I think so, but I think because like I know, I guess, but I know they did what's it called? I know because like the only ones I've seen are the ones that you got, and then um and yeah, I think that first wave is that one, and then the ones for Rise of the Beast, which is like not part of that same line. And and like I said, I only picked up Mirage because like I knew about the problems going in with Mirage, the actual like movie series, but I wanted a Mirage figure, and I saw like I'll always be on my Instagram. Like if you ever see my Instagram, it's one of three things. It's either, or it's just one of four things. It's either Gundam painting, like see how people do their painting, like, and learning a lot of tips from like how they build their stuff and how they like paint it. Food, repairs, and other toy reviews. And suddenly one day I saw suddenly on my feed that came up that the someone had gotten that model kit of Mirage, and I just fell in love with it, and I pre-ordered right then and there because I was like, I want this because this looks so cool. And it's like now I just need to wait for it to come in, which so so that's definitely gonna be so definitely when that comes out I'll tell you so you can check out that stream. Probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what else, guys? What were we talking about beforehand? Oh, a streamer brain rot of us like doing stuff, right? Yeah, you told me this, and I would love to see that. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, that's right. They did do it. Yeah. The one they based it off of the Chug Optimus Prime, right? Yes. Oh no! Oh my god! I can't believe oh my god! I can't believe I just called it Chug. I'm gonna go cry. Yeah, no, Doc. I should like just in case you thought it was crazy. So in the fandom, we call the classic versions of they call when they release those figures called classics, and then so it's but then they changed the name from classics to universe to something or another. But like it uh-huh. And yeah. Yeah. Yes, that was a good. I remember that, but but going back, but getting set back to the main point. The main point was it went through so many. Went through so many name changes, and it went by so many names in other parts of the world that we just all kind of collectively just call it Chug, and uh huh. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's nice. That's the best feeling. But yeah, so like so the joke was like chug, and I remember that term being tossed around, and it's like I was there for a lot of that stuff, and I was like, and like when I said it, I was like, oh my god, I just carbon dated myself with that reference. Yeah, yeah. Doc and I know those feelings because like we were like the anime fandom was always like that. Yeah, again. Like I was telling you, Techno. Every fandom does the same things without them knowing they're doing the same things. Like I was saying with the Saint Seiya fan, like I said, Saint Seiya fans did not know they were doing exactly the same thing that the Transformers fans were doing, and now it's like, uh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Um, uh huh. That's right. That's right. That's right. So it's like so there. Yeah, it's yeah, because you can mostly you can tell they're putting in some sort of of effort with a lot of those figures, like back in those days. And then like by the time we got to the Cybertron trilogy, like yeah, let's just release the same things forever. They're not gonna notice it. Yeah. Let's give them. Let's give. Let's give them stuff like this. What I'm building right now. Build all this, and that's why it's like. Mhm. Yeah, that's the part I don't like, but at the same time too, it's like I would rather take less paint. I would rather take less paint and something, and then something that I can customize with it, which is like, and yeah, Yeah, and the thing is, like I said, with those Prime figures, what I like is like since you had to apply a lot of the stickers, and I'm one of those types of guys. Recently, it's like I'm in like, okay, look, let's not put the stickers and let's like go all out and paint. So it's like, yeah. So like so I would like give me give me the chance to like paint this up and then you be a happy boy. Mm-hmm. Mm. The one I really want to get is the one for the I want to get the what's the name of that subline? That's the name of that subline. Um, something another Bumblebee of Buzzwilly Bumblebee. I saw what they did with with Silver Streak, and they converted. They made it into alternators. They made it into alternators smoke screen. So I was like, that's why I was like, I kind of want to buy. It's to the point where like I kind of want to buy that. I kind of want to go out and buy it because like here in the U.S. like you can find a lot of those figures now at like discount. But like I had one in my hand at one point. It was in my hand, but the problem was the line was way too long. And I'm like, I'm not gonna stay in this line for like an hour just to pay this. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Uh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And look what we're doing. Look what's. Mm-hmm. It's not bad. Yeah, and it's funny. It's funny you mentioned all that, and then like the news breaks and it's like, oh yeah, Hasbro is officially doing that now. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That's. And the worst part is like he was directing stuff. He was still active, like very active at the time of his passing. That's the thing that's no, not just that. Like I said, like I think what's even sadder is like he was doing like stuff, not just like no, he wasn't just in the Mandalorian. He was doing like stuff. Like I think he actually. So that's what's even worse. Man, he was actually doing like stuff behind the scenes as well. And it sucks that he got cut off so early in his life. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I need to get under the table really quick because hold on. I gotta go under the table. Keep yourselves amused. Where? Huh. Here. Mm-hmm. And also to I was gonna say Adam West. Mm-hmm. That is true. Even though he'll still do his more serious stuff, like he did Picard, but also saying to exactly, like he did. There's a. I was gonna say there's this show. I forgot the name of it. It was on. Oh my god, I forgot what channel was it on. But he kind of played a parody of like all like the puddings and like the guys just talking hit on TV like that was just like making fun of a lot of those things. I forgot the name of the show, but it was a really good show, and what I liked is that yes, and I like the fact that he nailed it. Like he nailed all that. There you go. It's a good show, and I like the fact that he nails it. He fucking nails that that scummy like I'm better than you. People watch me. I'll say anything, and I'll watch everything, and I'll do anything I want. Yeah, he has such a big ego, but it's like and he carries that all around, and it's like that is such that's when I realized like okay, this guy is hilarious. Also, to him as what's his face in as Bullock on American Dad. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. yeah. Let's put this. Sorry, guys. I'm about to be done with this kit, but keep talking, keep talking. Yeah, no, I'm like, it's like I'm figuring out. Like I'm just thinking, like I'm just thinking right now, like how am I gonna paint this damn thing? But then again, too, I look at the sheet right here. There really isn't much for me to do. Like I can like literally, if this is all gold, paint a layer of a primer, paint everything gold and these pieces red, and then that's it. So that's the easy part right there. Except for these green pieces. But like the thing is like, what else more do I need from this? But because like I know I'm gonna do what the other kit I built the last time, which is okay. What else can I add to that? But I think we're good on that end. But like I said, I'm just looking at it like, how is this thing gonna work when it's all assembled? And am I missing pieces? Yes or no? But why did they give me all these extra? Yeah. Why does it look? Why does it look like the picture? I know you got a lot of stuff from the C runner and a lot from the E runner, but where do these stuff? Where is this stuff going into? Okay, C is C runner. That's part of these. Wait, no, C runner. These two parts are not used, so that's fine. We don't need these. E runner, 9 and 10, and then the 4. So all these pieces right here, they're supposed to be for something. And I saw where one of them goes, and I am an idiot, but that's fine because it's good. I can disassemble these really quick and do it really quick. Okay, and I think I know what else I was missing because this part right here, it didn't say the instructions what I needed to do. Because these parts right here go to the actual feet themselves, but I'm supposed to attach it. And this is his weapon right here, and that should be it for the kit because the C runner, you can tell if you're ever get a model kit. Let me teach you something. Let me teach you something techno. Like this. Let this be your lesson on how to do a lot of these things. If you want to know, like, if you ever feel like, oh my god, why are there so many pieces missing, or why are there so many pieces that I'm not using? When you look at a kit and you look at like the parts list, and if it's crossed off, that means you don't build those pieces. So if it comes with additional pieces and those things are crossed off, and you look at it again and you like realize why are they still on the runner, and you look at the instructions and they're crossed off, then you're good. Because that means the job is already done. You don't have to worry about it. And wow, yeah. Like if you're, oh my god, like I like the Exias. I remember like my very first Exia like I ever got. It was like sharing parts with another Exia, and I was like, oh wow. You can literally, if you really wanted to, you can like build. I could add extra repair too. You could easily just build like a regular Exia with the pieces that comes with it, if you so choose. And it's always been like the point that was like I could, but nah. I just rip these off like this. Mm-hmm. Right, so yeah, no, I started like this is something I started getting back into uh like last year. I got back into it last year because I actually was hosting a panel with a friend of mine. And the bug hit me after that panel. And I was like, what's up? No, I was gonna say that's pretty much what it really. The bug hit, and I just started getting kits again, and I just started doing something, and I started working again on them. Then I started seeing other people do it on stream, and it's like that looked fun, and here I am now doing this. Uh, Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember which one. I constructed this backwards because I. Yes. Yes. I think I was about to pick that one up, but instead, like, I opted for another one. I opted for the one with the tornado. That's I think I was like I could, but no, I want that one because I like because I want because that was $99 and I'm like I don't have $99 to burn. I rather like the most I want to do is like 40, and well, that's good enough right there. All right, so no, and I'm the opposite. Where it's like I have all these kits just laying around, and it's just like, why do I have all this stuff? Like I already built. I already took photos. I know what a lot of these are. So like at this point, I'm like at this point, sadly, I'm gonna sell. I'm actually gonna sell a lot of them because one, they fetch a lot. They fetch a lot in the aftermarket, and more importantly, two, like yeah, like even if they weren't fetching that much, I knew that was gonna be the one that's gonna go because one, they're taking up the most space in my closet. So and the thing is, like, I need to get a new computer. I really want to get a new computer because it's like because the thing is this computer, while it's fine, it's just this thing I need to like get a new one like ASAP. Well, not ASAP, but like, as because like I don't I just I kind of looked at the specs wrong with this one. I was like, it still has its uses for like the day and day things, but like now that I'm doing more with streaming and stuff like that, it's like maybe I should invest just a tad more into something that's gonna be a little bit more future proof. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the biggest problem, and then like a lot of stuff started creeping up, where it's just like, oh, I could play a lot of these things, but it's not gonna be good enough because like, oh, like for example, Final Fantasy 14. It's like, oh, I really want to play that, but it's just like Final Fantasy 14 runs at like 10 FPS on this computer. I'm like, mm. All right, we're done with this. We're done with the kit. This thing looks incredible. So apparently the wings can fold inwards. Oh, it's pretty simple. This is pretty simple to paint. It's the Aegis. It's the Aegis, but they made it into like a Warlock. Apparently, this piece. Apparently, you can combine. Apparently, you can take out this piece right here. Mm-hmm. So you can do. So you can do this. You can take this, have them out like this, and then this part right here connects to this guy right here. This and it becomes sort of like it becomes sort of like a funnel for this guy. Wait, does this read the instructions? Catastrophe. Unfolding the cape. Support mecha. Okay, so it's the. Okay, so I was right. So this part goes. Wait. No, am I doing this right? Uh. Oh, okay. Well, I'm already done anyway, so I'll let you guys go if you guys need to like go to bed and stuff like that. Yeah. All right, and that's how you. That's how it is. Thank you. And then, so apparently you like this is like a support unit, and that's how. And you can put it like this as like what it supports. So interesting, interesting. It has like this gimmick. Oh, oh, you can attach this. Oh, okay. That's where this goes. You can attach the beefin back here like this. Okay, all right. And then yeah, this thing is just yeah, it's like it says here support mech, but it's a funnel. It's a fucking funnel. Let's like I know enough Gundam where like no you're a funnel. This is your you like this thing is a new type and it knows how to control it. It knows how to control its stuff with its brain. Simple as that. Anyways, guys, guys, thank you all so much for stopping by. Really do appreciate it. I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm about to head out too. Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to have these. I'm gonna try to have these like on Wednesday streams to have things more open like this. That way, it's like not just you guys, but like if anybody else wants to stop by too and just like have a party talk about just about anything. If anything's on you guys' minds, you guys are more than welcome to stop by here. I'm always down for any kind of conversation. Mhm. Not just that too. It's just I work better when I have other people with me. So yeah, that's also one of the benefits as well. So I'll let you guys go. Okay. All right. Night, guys. That was Doc and General Techno. Let me give these guys a shout out here. Let's see. Uh, give him a follow. Let's see who's on. Let's see who's on right now. Let me take you guys to podcast. No, I'm talking. There you go. Uh, okay, there it goes. I was like, overlay. Why isn't this thing working? Thank you. Sorry, I think thing was supposed to be was supposed to like the arcade thing was supposed to be going off right here. Let's see who is on tonight that we can all send you all out to. Let's see here. Skylarka is on, but I don't know how much longer they're gonna be on. Let's see. Dot is playing Final Fantasy 2 for the GBA, but I don't know how long she's gonna be on. Scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Uh, screw it. I see someone that I know right here. I'm gonna send you all to Comey. Comey is playing right now.
Can't
They
get pulled into Wizard Court again. Oh my god.
they were
Is
doing
he talking
art.
about Piltover?
They were doing art earlier, but now it seems like they're gonna be doing. It seems like they're playing League of Legends. So let's go. Let's give them a raid. Send them my way. Send them my regards. They're really good people. They're amazing people. They're just all around nice people in the world. I will be back on I will be back on Friday to do my RPG streams. Be on the lookout for that. We're going to be playing Secret of Mana, so be on the lookout for that. With all that said, guys, thank you all so much for stopping by. We'll stay in touch, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.